Welcome to my new series. This is going to be a creative series on the Poketown server. It's a public server and I am a builder on the server, or I guess just recently became a builder on the server, and that enables me to use creative mode and WorldEdit. If you're wondering why would I make a creative series on a public server with the Pixelmon mod on it, and basically I chose that because it allows a lot of themed builds to be made, and I mean the mod itself is really quite cool. If you've ever been interested in Pokemon ever, you'll definitely agree that it's actually quite an amazing mod, and it just recently updated, so it's quite a bit better now. But a lot of themed builds have some really neat ideas for some gyms and stuff like that. I do have one or two projects I have already started before I decided I should make a series out of this. And yeah, I guess we'll go look over at those now. So here we are at my survival base, and this is basically what I made when I first joined the server. The spawn is just over there, and I was just kind of playing around here, and eventually I decided to apply for a builder, which was accepted. Kind of a funny story though. Just I guess yesterday, which was essentially the same day that I got accepted as a builder, I also got banned. And that was because I had some griefer traps set up around my house, because there was a couple little glitches where they switched core protect for factions and then back to core protect, and it ended up leaving this land unclaimed for a bit, and of course your house gets griefed because it's a public server. And so basically what I did to counter that, or at least I guess counter some of the items that were taken, is I went up top here, and starting with this staircase here, this was a straight drop down these two blocks, but of course when you're right here you don't see that those are missing. And then there's one spot there and two further up that were holes just straight through the top. So basically when people came up onto this ridge to try to get into my house, they would often just fall through the holes, and they would hit the ground, and lined up with where they hit the ground there was a hopper with some green carpet over top of it, so it blended into the grass, and underneath the hopper was a chest and another hopper, and then a minecart would come around and it would collect all the items and drop it off at a central storage unit over there. But anyways, yeah, like the day after they accepted my builder application, they ended up discovering these traps here and banned me for it, but I talked to them and they unbanned me with a warning soon after. But not really much to do here right now. Again, it was just my survival house, and so now we'll go over to my project area that I have just recently started earlier today. And so I used WorldEdit to make myself a big square of grass here in a jungle, and basically I'm planning on starting up a house shop. And so basically, gonna have themed houses that are gonna be similar styles. I'm gonna have a basic model, a deluxe model, and then an estate. And what you can do with WorldEdit, if you're unfamiliar with it, you can actually like copy and paste things. So there I got my first and my second position set. And if someone were to buy this house, in order to move it to their land, I would go copy. I would move over to where they wanted the house, hit paste. Oops, that was behind me. But anyways, and yeah, there's their house right where they want it. Normally it goes in front of you, or maybe because I guess because the house is facing that way, it faces that way. I'm still learning a couple of the things, but that's how that's going to work. And right now I just made up this oak and stone style and made the basic and deluxe, and decided I should maybe record this. I've kind of been thinking about doing a creative series. You can do a lot of builds really quickly with it. I am, however, definitely missing my micro blocks from my modded series. But then again, it also makes it a lot quicker to build things when you don't have to put 70 blocks in like 3 block spaces just to make it really, really fancy. You can only get so fancy. So for this episode, I wanted to get started and hopefully finish the estate model of the oak and stone. So I'm gonna extend this path out and make a general layout of what I want to do, and I'll start recording again after that. Okay, so here is the basic layout of what I'm thinking of doing. This is going to be the front entrance here. The walls are going to come over and out all the way back, and same thing on the other side. Possibly thinking of doing some sort of balcony out the back here, and it's going to be 2 stories high. And again, sticking to the same style here, so it's going to be the oak support or oak log support beams, stone bricks around the bottom, roof, and entranceway, and the upside down oak stairs for the walls, which I think look pretty good, and spruce shrubs and stuff, some plants for lighting, keeping with the redstone and redstone lamps. And interiors pretty empty. We're gonna leave them for, I guess, the people that buy them to I guess choose whether they want to decorate it or not, or if they want to do it themselves, or if they want to make their own modifications. So I'm gonna stack these up. How many do I have? 4 high, 3 high. Okay, there we go. So this is basically going to be the general outline. I'm not sure if I'm going to add windows on either side. I may just leave those solid. But for the backs here, I added some extra pillars. We're going to have windows in between here. I think I had, oh wait, no, the first layer of spruce goes on top of that. And windows go in between there. This is going to be exit to the backyard area. And basically how the walls are made, if you're wondering, are not like that. They're this way. And then inwards, whoops, back onto the oak logs. And it gives it a pretty nice design, I think, actually. But I'm gonna quickly fill in the floor here. I changed my mind. I want to try something real quick. I go like this and that, and then I go set spruce. Oh. Okay, sorry about that. I just had to look it up. So it's set wood 1, which is spruce. Oh nice, it doesn't even... Oh, it did replace some of the pillars, but that's not too hard to fix. Cool, so I can just go like that. And like that. Bang. Man, this is actually kind of nice. That was easy. Oh, and if you guys are wondering what these gold and glowstone blocks are for, this is my claimed area. I have this area claimed. I'll have to expand it, obviously, so that people can't come and wreck everything. I am, however, very, very, very far out into the middle of nowhere right now. Yeah, really far away. So it's very unlikely that anyone will ever end up coming this way. This is all newly generated when I got here, so no one ever has been this way. And so yeah, it should be pretty safe anyways, but I'm claiming it just to be sure, as obviously I'm going to have to bring people here if they want to buy a house. And so basically the next thing to do with this style is put all the walls up, and then we'll start on some of these stone around the edges, and I'm gonna have to think of something cool to do with it as well. With this deluxe one, I just have a little planter inside and some running water underneath it, which looks kinda neat, but I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with the estate just yet, but there is a lot of different detailing things that could be done with it. Whoops. Most of the wall is done now. Before I go too much further, we should probably decide on how we want the top floor to go. And I'm thinking we run blocks up like that. Basically we'll have this back section here go up a second floor, and then this front here will all be a balcony, and it will run over top of the entrance here. And I think that should look pretty good. For stairs, so this is your entrance, this is your back entrance, those are windows. We don't want to block any of that area. That kind of leaves over in this area. This is obviously going to be where the balconies are in your, I mean, you wouldn't want to go upstairs outside to just go back inside into your house. You'd want a interior method to do that. So that pretty much leaves this corner here. So I'm thinking if we start the stairs like here and have them come up too high, or should I do one high? One high like that, and then start coming over this way. Yeah, something like that should be nice. Fill in that. There we go. And yeah, so then you'd be able to come up and over this way. May have to go up one more just to get past the roof level. And then we'll do the same thing over here. There we go. And I suppose the second floor is probably just going to be, we'll just have it spruce again to match the top. I may do some just outlining detail along here as well. This is a lot of, oops, it's a lot of spruce, a lot of just flat oak, so we're gonna have to do something to kind of add a little bit of detail in there just to make it look a little bit nicer. You can get away with it with the smaller houses because there's not all that much surface area, so it doesn't stand out as much. But I think, so then we'll go three more up on here. And we could actually, yeah, we could actually expand this window and have it go all the way up, and then maybe have a little bit of a balcony area that goes across the window. Let me just grab a spruce slab. This is 3, probably gonna want it, yeah, 4 high. Well, 3.5 high. But if we go something like that, and then add a railing there, and have the window come all the way up, I think that'll look pretty good. Maybe even one further back. Well, no, I think this will look pretty good. And that way too, when you're standing here against the railing, you can look out and you can see all the way down. And we're gonna maybe do like a pool or something out back here, and so you'd be able to see just about everything. Have a really nice view. So I'm gonna bump the rest of these pillars up and throw on the floor. There we go. Going to grab some decoration fences. Actually, maybe we should use the nether brick fence. I have a little bit there and it goes pretty good. Oh, right. How is that gonna look? Is that gonna look not great? That doesn't look too bad. I think that'll work. Oh, I just realized when I used the WorldEdit here, it moved the slabs down one. Oops, I might have to do that by hand. Okay, there we go, that looks better. Got the slabs on the right height now, which again gives us our 3.5 height rather than our just our 3, and takes care of the 1-up problem. So for the balconies, I was thinking I'll probably use some type of I'm either going to use stone brick slab or stone slab, but I'm not sure. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Obviously everything else here is stone. May even be able to use this cyan clay somewhere in here too. But let's see if the floor itself was a stone. That no, I think let's go with the we'll keep it with the stone brick, and we can change it after if we don't like it. I guess that one has to be spruce. So I have a little bit of an idea here. Rather than having this nice, someone changed it today. Rather than having this straight across here, like the other walls, I'm thinking I might inset it by 1. And when we add the stone bricks here, come across like that. And then we can use these 3 spaces here and just throw some flowers in or something like that. And that'll just add a little bit of something to the front. It's never really a good idea to just have a bunch of flat walls, especially on the front of your house, especially if you're trying to call it an estate as well. So I think I'm gonna go with that. It looks pretty decent. Whoops. That definitely looks better, and then we can do just a little something out front here too. And to level it off, because obviously these are slabs and they stick up by one, I just added some stone brick stairs in, turning the corners outwards, just so you don't get that little corner of oak log there. So I'm just looking at the front here. I forgot this was this balcony is going to come all the way across, so we don't have to worry about the stairs there. But for this little corner section in here, I'm thinking I'll probably use something to do with the stone brick, just to have a nicer entrance into here. So yeah, still not entirely sure what I'm going to do there. Possibly something along the lines of just put those there temporary, but something that snakes up and down like that might not look too bad. And then for the inside here, I could just put like just a flat oak wall just to match the rest of the walls, or I could do something else with it as well, but I think something like that will look not too bad if you have that on either side, and then we'll have some sort of detailing going into the door as well, with a nicer kind of staircase. This has to come up by 2, so should be able to do something with that. And then anything else in around the area we're going to try and fill in with flowers and water, possibly something like that. But for now I'm just going to quickly go around and fill in all the rest of the walls around here. Yeah, I have most of the oak walls up. I got the windows in, and they actually, I think they're gonna look pretty good. Definitely adds a little something to the back of it there, and I got the other front edge there in. I think I'm gonna go with this here, and maybe have it continue on to the up into the door even. I extended the balcony out a little bit, and I'm thinking I'll have pillars up on either side here. Yeah, here-ish. Something like this. I may, if I go something like that, that doesn't look too bad. And I may want to cover the back of that. Does that? No, that doesn't work. Yeah, something like that looks not too bad. But that's pretty much all we have time for today. So I'm going to call it an episode there. Hope you guys enjoyed the new series. Hopefully it turns out pretty good. The other series will still continue as normal. And if you liked it, feel free to like and subscribe. See you next time.